stayed at the New Otani Hotel, and I went there for the Mike Tyson fight.
Go. Welcome back to the Stratosphere Hotel Tower Casino. Dave Fink, Dave Vincent, with the women's small ball finals, and the first one was a short ball. Danielle Daskalakis going up against Martina McMahon.
Martina undefeated in Las Vegas, Dave. She's the only player to have ever started a match here at the 3-Raw Ball Championships in singles and never lost.
That was short.
Called good, though, I believe.
Martina is going to appeal it, and it definitely was short.
Oh, absolutely. That was right on the line.
Let's go get Strawberry Daiquiri and see what his opinion is.
I don't know if there's a judge on the line on the short line.
That ball is definitely short. This is
a very interesting matchup.
Dave, again, is it one game to 25 and halftime at 15?
Yes. Win by 2.
I like that serve from Martina, who's basically learning the one-ball game as she goes here.
Well, she needed to learn to let that ball go. It was out. Martina plays a ball out of the air that would have been out by about 6 inches. I guarantee we will be out of minutes, and that's going to cause another 15 minutes delay. These ladies have to wait, I would say, Dave, close to 25 minutes after they were warmed up before they got started.
And it's hard to get warmed up out here.
It's freezing cold.
It is really cold right now.
Wearing 5 layers. And my biggest regret is I didn't grab the blanket that the housekeeper brought me last night.
And there's a double fault from Danielle.
Both these ladies, Dave, are WPH coaches. Danielle runs a WPH junior program in Brooklyn at the Westside YMCA, the Harry Mellis program. I know that you know a lot about that one, Dave. And Martina did a junior clinic today for about 12 kids, playing doubles with them, giving advice. Really great. I mean, imagine, Dave, you're having a chance to spar with the current world champion who's going for a second world championship right here.
Yeah, that has to be pretty amazing, right?
And I said to Martina, this was not scripted, I said, how many hours a week are you putting into your handball game, including your training and your practicing, your sparring? 20 hours a week. That's what it takes if you want to get to this level.
But I can guarantee you 0 of those hours were spent learning how to play one wall, and she's trying to learn how to adapt to the blocking rules. You see, she's trying to, her body tells her to move, and then she stops. It's a little unorthodox, and right now Danielle cannot hone in on that serve, serving consecutive longs 3 straight times now. 1 for a fault.
I like the service return from Martina, who's using a stiff paddle to get the ball in play. Look at that.
Oh, that's amazing. You can't even get that ball back no matter who you are. Had a great hook out the right side door.
That was a skinny V pass, too. That's a great return. Martina was just completely dominant in her 3-ball victory against Tracy Davis. About as good as you can possibly play, in my opinion. Danielle is coming up a foot short or a foot long on her first serves. And now another out.
That's the 3rd double fault so far here in the finals.
But I feel like if you're going to hit your second serve and miss it, just go way out to the side. It's a second serve anyway. Better not to go short.
There's another ball that goes off the court.
And you just have a feeling that, like you said, Dave, Martina's learning this game as she goes, and she's just getting better with each point. She's figuring out her serves. Not caught a screen there.
I don't think it should be.
I
Danielle's
agree,
on the right side of that serve. The ball comes to the right side.
I agree, but I do see referees call that a screen quite a bit.
Wait, Martina's just laying in on this ball here, and that's going way out of bounds, but good before going out of bounds.
And that ball was about a centimeter good on the wall and a centimeter good on the sideline from Danielle. We're showing that she can also juggle, catching 2 balls at once.
We have 2 lefties in here.
Right.
Both trying to serve the ball to each other's right hand.
Martina looks like she's just ripping the ball right down the middle with a big hop.
That ball's out of bounds.
Yeah,
and that might be a great strategy, really, for Danielle at this point.
Serve the ball in?
No, just serve the ball in, but also serve it to her strong hand because she hasn't had any opportunities to hit it from here. See, she's overhitting that shot, and that's all just from muscle memory, I think. And it's a good move from Danielle.
Well, she was using more of a stiff arm return, Martina was, until the last two airs. There you go. That's the return she was using in the beginning.
See what she does here with an angle. Perfect shot. Great footwork there from Martina.
If Martina already wasn't a fan favorite, she certainly is now after this amazing performance.
And tournament, actually. A fan favorite because of her play in the tournament.
Right. Well, you know, Dave, Martina is here this week with her brother, who I saw playing on Wednesday. Thought, oh, here's a good open guy in the pros. Said, no, I don't play. I just do hurling. And you know, you have to understand with the Irish, if they're not prepared to win a tournament, they're not even going to enter a tournament.
Right. Although he would have probably won something.
Right. He definitely would have won some rounds in any division he played. But he doesn't even consider himself a handball player because he's not putting in the 20 hours a week. He's putting that time into hurling.
That ball was short. No call from the ref. Martina knew it. But you can't give up your nice power play from Martina down the left. Danielle can't get to it. Danielle may appeal the serve.
I mean, and she is.
It'll be called in favor of Danielle here.
Now, we have no idea what the score is, right, Dave?
Can't hear it, but...
Okay. This would have to be frustrating for Martina if this, in fact, is overturned.
Why is it always a secret when the referee has to go to the sideline judges?
And Jenny even, she does what the pitchers and catchers do, Dave, covering her mouth with the mitt. She's covering her mouth with the clipboard. I mean, this is a vault right now.
Well, the ball was short. Let's be honest.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, because it was.
Well, Danielle also hit a short ball, a few rallies ago. I believe it was called short. You see the wry smile from Martina, who I now will believe will be serving a second serve. Long delay here now, Dave. Scored. And that time it's Martina who goes with the long, deep power hook. Wow, what a serve there from Martina, who runs Danielle into the fence with a serve. Danielle tries to use her body to block there and just does not side of herself. An easy opening for Martina McMahon. And now more appeals. And Martina just does not know what's going on. Even the points that seem the most simple to call are not. Both ladies laughing now. Based on the reaction there from Martina, I think the call stands. That was a screen serve, not called. The rally ongoing here. And you call that an unforced error, but when the ball's coming at you with that much power, bouncing up over your shoulder, very difficult to keep the ball on the wall. And look at this serve. Danielle does well just to return it. She's in the rally, but loses her footing there. Martina now starting to run off points, seemingly at will. Incredible hop serve there from Martina.
I believe the score is 15-5 in favor of Martina, now 5-15.
That's about what I would have predicted. Now, they did not take a halftime there, Dave.
They did not, you're correct.
So Danielle could technically, if she loses this match, play under protest because the official rules were not followed. Now, we've seen players file paperwork in the past, protests.
So which one's going to protest?
Well, whoever loses will protest.
Oh, I don't know about that. I protest when I win.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on which tournament that was. This is 5-15 here. Make that 6-15.
And 4 of Danielle's points have been on unforced errors on the left hand of Martina McMahon, returning serve. Not aces, unforced errors. And she'll go right back to the well there. And there's another one, Dave.
Well, it's an amazing hop serve that
one
Martina
was, yes, but
could not gather.
The other 4 were very playable.
But see, now you're starting to think about those things. It's kind of hard to play them sometimes if you don't know where they're going to bounce. So now she's just reacting. That underhand paddle scoop return that she has is the one that you brought up is the most effective one thus far. Could you imagine how many bruised hands we have out here with this weather like this?
I couldn't even hit the ball with the weather this cold.
And there's another side out. 15-7 is my estimated score.
Yeah, I would say that's about right. Oh.
Well, there goes another one.
And this is what Danielle needs here. Score some points, make a couple good returns when she gets taken out.
Great setup here for Danielle. Now she's starting to feel the groove. No timeout called from Martina.
And this is just the semifinals, Dave. Tracy Davis and Sandy Ng in the other semi. So this is not a title match. And that was a great hop serve there from Danielle. And as I predicted, there's going to be, well, there's a timeout called here by Martina, but we're also going to have to gather some more handballs as we just donated some more to Wave and Half. I would say almost every superstar in this event that's still alive is playing right now. We see Timbo right now on an outer court, also Taiwan on an outer court. Samson Hernandez in the doubles here. Didn't even know he was in doubles. Samson playing with Alan Sanchez here during this timeout.
Before the tournament started, Samson was an addition.
To the doubles?
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw his name on the entry as just in the singles, so I was surprised to see
he
him
jumped in after the times were announced.
Okay.
Danielle Daskalakis back into the service box here, trailing 8-16. That's unofficial. Might be 8-17, Dave. Women's semifinals of the small ball division. No call from the referee. The ball went between Danielle's legs on the serve, and then the play was stopped. Now Martinez struggling just to get a ball back to the front wall here.
Right, and this is how quickly things turn around in one-wall small ball, faster than in any other form of handball. No lead is safe. Dave Chapman telling me he played Robert Sastry in the one-wall nationals, led 20-3 and lost that game. It happens, particularly in this version of handball, where the serve is so critical.
(11-16) score here, going to 25. Had this feeling.
That's an error that Danielle cannot afford to make.
Not with this monstrous serve that Martina has.
Danielle's found something here, unquestionably, and that's not a good serve there from Danielle.
And Martina's given her the same serve that she's been getting,
So
and
that's trouble there.
You have to cut those off.
But you can't just throw a serve right down the middle of the court, right to the strong hand with no hop on it. She was doing very well with the serve behind her with the big hop. Now you see Danielle hits a serve, but that one had hop on it. And Danielle gets a little lucky with that shot, I think.
I thought it was a pretty good shot. 12-16 here. She's going to serve maybe possibly behind herself, feeling the confidence. She was going for it.
Sometimes as a lefty, though, you start to feel really good about driving the ball down the left.
Good power right there from Danielle.
Yeah.
Little crazy hop on the ground. The ball kind of ate up Danielle just a little bit.
But you can hear the sound off the wall, how hard these ladies are hitting the ball right now. And that's the serve that built her this big lead. What a return! And Danielle hooks the outside of that ball with her fist and brings the ball right back into the right corner. Martina takes a big chance and makes an error. She had to have thought after she hit that serve, Dave, that she'd won the point. Dave, I'll tell you, these ladies have not touched the ball with their right hand in more than 10 minutes. Every shot they've hit has been with their left.
Just in. Yep, it was a good serve. Good return. And then a terrible spike there from Martina.
And now Danielle will take a timeout. Dave, I know you're not an advocate of this. She's now scored 7 points in a row and then called a timeout.
Not an advocate of it, but, you know, she might have needed that. I mean, sometimes you're out of breath and you say, I want to be able to be strong in my next push. She's worked really hard climbing this mountain here. 15-16 is the unreported score. It's so loud around us right now that you just can't hear the referee's microphone.
Right.
I just saw you for the first time. I just saw you for the first time.
Extended break
What's the
here.
score over there?
Well beyond 1 minute.
Ask.
(16-14), I believe, is what I heard. Martina leading.
So that was halftime.
Oh.
15-14 is the call here. So now,
and that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because
Why
you
the
know
two?
how hard it is. But you know how hard it is to get to that 15 point, and
Yep.
we saw Martina struggle with it. She had to have been at about 14-5.
and I was reporting it was 16-14. So we're off altogether, thinking they skipped the halftime, but they really didn't. This is what.
So there is no protest in terms of the halftime.
No. But you and I took our halftime about 10 minutes ago,
Right.
when we thought the real halftime took place.
Well, that's why we just talked through halftime just now. We made up for it. That would be a fine, actually, at the headquarters.
And because Danielle started the match as a server, Martina gets the first serve after half and breaks some of that momentum and comes back and gets a point. Now tied at 15.
Broken, in my opinion, now. You know, Dave, we marvel at how these amazing athletes can play so many matches in one day. That's another incredible serve. But I feel like the more you play, the looser you get. You play one match and you're so sore, but then if you just keep going, you feel pretty good.
16-15 is the score here. Martina serving going to 25.
Or in your case, good enough to go to surgery the next day.
I went to surgery once just because I walked in and picked up a handball. I didn't even hit it yet.
Could you imagine, Dave, if the players had to bring their own handballs to the court? There'd be so much running and scurrying to get those balls that they hit over the walls. But instead, it's just like, oh, well, that ball's about 10 feet away. I'll take another one. I'm going to say it's 15-16 now. I know you're more of our official, unofficial scorekeeper.
That was a 2-bouncer there. I believe it's 16-16. Is that what you said?
Well, you're more unofficial official than me, because you're communicating with the crowd.
You think this crowd knows what the score is? I don't. I'm going to go 16-16 here.
Yeah, I agree. That was in.
That was a good serve.
And look what she does with it. This is just such a great match. You know, there's nothing more exciting, Dave, in sports, and that's a perfect shot to the top of the wall, but nothing more exciting in sports, Dave, than seeing two of the very best facing off for the first time. And that's what we're seeing here right now. That's what makes boxing most of the time so exciting, Dave, is that these boxers are facing each other for the first time, and you have no idea what's going to happen. Wow, what a shot.
That's a great return right there from Martina. Had to take that with the right, goes with the spike out the left side door. (17-16).
Now I'll make that 18. And you wonder why Martina went to that serve to the left at all. It's almost impossible for Danielle to return this serve to the right. And she goes back to the left. Sometimes as a player, you start telling yourself, wait a minute, I don't want her to get used to this serve, so you outthink yourself. Great shot.
Amazing.
There,
not just a shot, but how she blocks out Danielle in the process.
Well, that's the benefit of using your left hand there, to push Danielle into that right side fence.
It's also the benefit of having the longest legs you've ever seen a human have. I mean, she just has this huge, wide leg span. Back to the left again and gets her a point this time now, 19-16.
We think. Oh, and Martina, I think, changed her mind after she bounced the ball there and she hits it about a foot wide to the left. Mark that one on your scorecard. I believe 16-20 now. And now a quick point for Danielle, make that 17. Martina was really on a roll. Hits the ball out. That serve just short. Second serve here for Danielle. She goes deep. And another air there from Martina, who after ceding the serve to Danielle has lost 2 quick points in a row. And that's another short ball. We'll see if Danielle goes deep here for the second serve.
19-21 is the score.
And she goes short. And Dave, you marked it on your scorecard. After that out serve at 21 for Martina, she's now failed to return 3 straight Daskalakis serves.
Well, I think Danielle says, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it to you. This comes down to who makes the least amount of errors, and there's another one.
Now tied at 21. Martina has to be thinking to herself, what just happened here? I had this match in my grasp. Oh, that's a nice return.
This is what it comes down to, hand errors.
Well, it comes down to this serve. Can she locate this serve again? Because she'll run this match out here right now if she can. There's one. And there's just no way to return that, Dave. Danielle did well just to get her hand on it, but unable to keep the ball on the wall. Now 22-21. Martina is in the driver's seat here, but one error or one great shot from Danielle changes everything. Oh, that's a good shot. She pushed her into the fence in another great angle.
This is amazing right here.
Absolutely.
I love that shot right there from
Wow.
Martina, and she gets the point now, 23-21.
Best rally of the match by far. Incredible action. Now a timeout called by Danielle. You'd have to say, Dave, a smart timeout.
That was a great rally. That was
Oh,
fun.
that was incredible. So much geometry taking place in that rally. Having to hit just the perfect spot on the wall, and the wall really shrinks when you're pushed out of the court that far. You don't have much of the wall to hit to keep the ball in.
67 degrees out here on the strip in Las Vegas at the Stratosphere.
It does not feel like that.
10-mile-per-hour winds, though.
It feels like about 47.
They said it was 17 degrees below the historic average for
I
the
don't
day.
think I've ever been this cold. But it's not about me. It's about this unbelievable match. And once again, Martina serves out. She served out at 21-16. Now serves out again at 23-21. Last time she served out, Dave, she lost 5 straight points. If that happens again, she's out of this match.
That's a good serve right
I
there
didn't
from
like
Danielle.
it.
I liked it
Did not
because
like it.
Martina's having some troubles
Nope.
dealing with that ball that's deep like that.
When you've got the kind of serve Danielle has with the success she's having with it, you got to go for those aces. That's more of a I hope you miss return.
Oh,
Big
nice.
hop serve.
Huge deep serve right there. Now I believe it's game point, match point.
Yes, this is for a spot in the final for Martina, and I believe we'll see her rip one to the right with a big natural on it. If she does, Dave, this is a huge win. She goes for it. Danielle gets a great return.
Nice block, too, from Martina. Starting to learn that as well, and she misses.
And they will need to know that you have to win by 2.
They have to win by 2. Can you tell Jimmy? They have to win by 2. Can you tell Jimmy? 22-24. He's told it. He's on the score now is 22-24.
And we just had to announce that you have to win by 2 because I have a feeling it's going to come down to that, Dave.
And
that's
it is.
terrible error. That was one of the worst shots Martina's ever hit, and that was one of the easiest shots she's had all match.
23-24. Danielle is trying to get into the zone here.
It's going to be hard to overcome that miss, Dave.
Wow.
Yeah. Now we're in overtime.
She knows. It is win by 2 and a timeout being called by Martina McMahon.
We've only seen one match in this event, Dave, where a player had match point and did not win the match. That was also a lefty. Martina McMahon trying to avoid becoming the second lefty to serve for the match and not win it.
She still has a smile on her face, though.
Oh, this is not a happy smile. This is a what just happened to me smile.
Whether or not she produces the results, when Danielle gets into the service box, she looks like the most confident handball player I've ever seen.
Right.
She gets in there and you go, she has like a goal in mind here. She has a system, and I don't know what it is. Watch how confident she looks here. She sits. Is she going to sneak one down the left?
Nice return there from Martina. And now we're in the rally. Miss hit.
Now she tried to keep it low.
Oh my God.
And that's a miss hit. But Martina was trying to play safe. Last time she tried to hit it high, she hit it into...
She played it too safe, and Danielle maybe feeling a little bit of nerves herself there.
Look at Martina smiling
They
here.
both missed easy shots. One at 23, one at 24. Sneaks
Just
it down
over
the
the
left,
line
and
and she gets the
it. Now
point.
match point again.
I think she thinks she won, but I don't think that's the case, right? Apparently, that is by 2. And she does take it down. Look at the smiles right there on Martina's face as she goes off the court and gives high fives to guys she's never met before and a whole group of fans. down there.
So
She,
25-23, I suppose?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
I really believe that Danielle, who's now making a quick exit, I thought she got up to 24, but without hearing the referee, it was still exciting nonetheless.
Well, Danielle's had now consecutive heartbreaking losses on this court. She lost to Sandy in a great match just about 3 hours ago in the big ball, and now falls a couple points short here in small ball. So a rough evening for Danielle. And Dave, she played so well in both matches. It's just one of those things.
Well, it's fun to watch, fun to talk about, and we'll have another one coming up right around the corner. It's the Stratosphere 3-Wall Ball Outdoor World Championships, as we're giving it to you this time on Facebook Live for Dave Fink, DV. We'll have more coming up. Stick with us. Martina now advances to the finals, and will face either Sandy Ing or Tracy Davis. More action with WPH Live TV coming up.